He gets up, goes to work, comes home, and does it all again tomorrow. From the outside, he's fine. He's functioning. Nobody around him would look at this man and think something is wrong. But underneath it, he's drifting. I want to describe something to you. Not a crisis, not a breakdown, nothing dramatic. Just a Tuesday that feels exactly like the Monday before it. A week that ends and you can't quite account for where it even went. A version of your life that, by almost any measure, is fine. And yet, there's this quiet thing that happens, usually at night, after the kids are down or in the car on the way home from work, or in those few minutes before sleep actually comes. Will you check in with yourself? And the answer isn't good or bad. It's nothing. It's flat. Like you've been moving all day, but you haven't actually gone anywhere. The gym was supposed to happen this week. It didn't. The thing that you said you'd start. The thing that you've been saying that you'll start for the last 6 months. Well, that's still sitting there. Exactly where you left it. And you're not even angry about it anymore. Not even disappointed. You've just adjusted. Well, that adjustment is the very thing that I want to talk about. Because drift doesn't announce itself. There's no moment where you decide to stop being the man you intended to be. It's not a decision at all. It's just a few hundred days of telling yourself that you're fine. And then one morning you look up and you realize that you are nowhere near where you're meant to be in life. And I'll tell you the dangerous part. The part that makes this part so hard to catch. It's that life still works. The bills get paid. The people in your life that need you still get what they need. Nobody's complaining, and there's no external signal that tells you anything is wrong. Just the internal signal, the one that you've got pretty good at turning down. But here's what I want you to understand about drift. It's not the result of laziness, and it's not a character flaw. It's not evidence that you're the kind of man who just doesn't follow through. Drift is what happens when there's nothing solid to stand on. Most men are trying to build a life on motivation, on feeling like it, on conditions being right. Motivation is real, but it's not a foundation. It comes and it goes. And it's affected by sleep, by stress, by the fight you had on Tuesday night, or the work project that fucking blew up. You cannot build consistency on something that is unreliable. So when motivation isn't there, and it won't always be there, there's nothing underneath it. That's where you drift. Not because you're weak, but because you're building on sand and you're wondering why nothing holds. The men who don't drift, they're not more disciplined than you. They're not more motivated. They just have something underneath them when the feeling runs out. Something that doesn't move. A flaw. Drift reverses the same way it starts. Not dramatically, not with a transformation. With small, unnoticed moments of actually keeping your word. One session, one morning, one decision. That nobody else sees but you. You don't fight drift by trying harder. You fight it by building something underneath it that drift can't reach. Something so simple and non-negotiable that a bad week can't take it from you. A chaotic month can't take it from you. Even life at its most relentless can't take it from you. That thing is small. Smaller than you think it needs to be. And it matters more than anything else you can do right now. Not because of what it produces physically, but because of what it tells you about yourself. Every day you hold it, you're building proof. Proof that you're still the man you intended to be. Proof that the drift hasn't won. Proof that the gap between who you are and who you're meant to become is still closable. Because it is still closable. And I'm not saying that just to make you feel better. I'm saying that because it's accurate. If any part of that felt familiar, if you saw yourself in any of that description, I just want you to know something. Naming it is the first move. You just made it. The drift reverses, but it starts with that. Calloused. Built, not given.